Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Monday, January 20th, 2020, day 1281 on the road, and we're in the California desert. We've grown up since we began living in beauty. From our first starry-eyed blog post in January 2016, we've learned that home is a concept that can mean anything, from a ball game to a cooking style, to a place of origin or a military base, and even a camping spot in a vineyard. We always kind of knew that, but it's good to clear up any doubts. Travel changes Chihuahuas and their people. People for the better, Chihuahuas not so much. From the universal Chihuahua position, where every incident, encounter, and object is a red alert situation, our security team, Pico de Gallo, has conditioned us to be responsive to all the dangers, imminent or otherwise. Well, he's right. Life is a precarious situation. Eventually, something's going to get us. So Pico keeps us ready for everything, except a nap. When we began exercising our freedom to roam, we knew there would be bumps in the road, and we count on those unexpected setbacks, roadblocks, and detours to lead us someplace amazing. No matter what the road serves up, as long as we're traveling at our own pace, then at night we can slip between the sheets of our comfy bed and thank the stars for a good day and look forward to the next. What we have not learned is how to keep our own pace, even though we know precisely what that is. JIMS 432 is the revolutionary theory for an active mobile lifestyle, but achieving it for more than a couple months at a time is a challenge. Our 2019 pace was so far off, we're still feeling the G's. Weather, climate events, national holidays, social gatherings, and seasonal campground closures top the list of the ongoing disrupting forces that cracked the whip and collapsed our easygoing full-timing master plan. Around Thanksgiving, just before we completed the cannonball crawl, we thought we had mononucleosis. We weren't exactly sick, but we felt whiny and lethargic. It took way too much caffeine to get our day going, and way too much ibuprofen to get through the day, and way too much Cabernet to get to sleep. We were pitiful. All Jim wanted for Christmas was a shot of cortisone in his shoulder, and all I wanted was for my teeth to stop hurting. So during that Thanksgiving break in Arizona, Jim booked appointments with the wonderful Dr. Laura Petrovich in Coronado, his new Medicare doc. After a thorough look-see, we were alerted to a bit of high cholesterol and slightly elevated blood pressure, but nothing serious. We came to the conclusion that we're just clinically pooped. So we made a pact to ease up on the eggs, eat more oatmeal, swear off the caffeine again, take a cleansing break from alcohol, and just slow down for some serious self-care. But first, we had to accomplish the to-do list. So we removed the dining room and storage area furniture and the lockers, loaded it all up in the truck, and then we delivered it to All American Upholstery, where we've been doing business for more than 40 years. After an enlightening consultation with Pat, the owner, we bought fabric at the upholstery fabric outlet, dropped it off at All American, then only 2 days later, we picked up the reupholstered furniture, took it home, and reinstalled it that day. Then we also installed new day-night shades from Ascot Enterprises. Then Jim knocked off some important rig upgrades. He changed out the power jack, built new shelves to hold our podcast equipment. Then we hitched up the trailer and took her to have new tires installed. And then, just because we're maniacs for self-punishment, we gave Beauty her biannual 4-day spa treatment, complete with rejuvenating facial and mani-pedi. Well, it was Christmas. So visiting with family and friends lightened the burden of those knuckle-gashing, knee-scraping days and made a memorable San Diego holiday season. On our last full day in San Diego, Dr. Audette at Town Center Dental Group in Chula Vista, where we've been happy patients for over 30 years, fitted me with Invisalign braces. Since childhood, I have resisted dentists' pleas to straighten my teeth. But at last the cows came home, and my teeth will be nicely stabled. So now we're in therapy. Desert therapy. I don't know why communing with crooked plants renews my soul, but there's nothing like a good heart-to-heart with a creosote or manzanita to get my head on straight. Truth is, we shouldn't be here. We'd planned to winter in Baja. We should be in Valle de Guadalupe right now. But just 2 days before we were to cross the border, the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City contacted us with a dire warning of heightened Middle East tensions and security risks of U.S. citizens abroad. They said we should keep a low profile and stay alert in locations frequented by tourists. Look, I cut my teeth on military chain link, so the tone of this alert carried the weight of a certain Chihuahua's alarm, if you get my drift. Deadly sincere, yet overzealous. How are two very, very white people pulling a shiny silver Airstream supposed to keep a low profile when even Minnesotans give us double takes? And surely, as bloggers go, living in beauty would be small pickings for a retaliation project. It was a tough call, but we packed our Mexico maps away for another winter and veered our rig toward more familiar SoCal digs. In a way, we're grateful because of this nagging case of the mid-60s. From the beginning, we knew living in beauty would be an active lifestyle, but man, we're beat. As Scotty might say, "I've given her all she's got, Captain, and I can't give her no more." But we all know how the story goes. The lights begin to flicker as the impulse engines begin to hum, and finally, full warp. Sure, quitting has crossed our minds. Younger full-timers who reach this moment usually stop for a friggin' break, and that's great, because most of them can start up again someday. But if we stop now, chances are that our freedom to roam may not be possible in our future, even if our health allows. Anyway, something out there, maybe the collective unconscious, tells us to keep moving. But walloped as we are, this bump in the road isn't nearly as bad as the one we had 30 years ago when we were selling our house and business, moving, working new jobs, going to night school, having surgery, and raising a homeschooled child all at the same time. They say old age isn't for sissies, but youth isn't either. We're not stopping. This is just a rough patch. More seasoned full-timers might advise us to do the math. Pull back on the throttle for these northern escapades. No need to quit, just coast for a spell. Whoa, there's wisdom in that. Our manifesto for 2020 is recalibrate, 432, or bust. Meanwhile, we're chill in this posh desert retreat, where we throw a Hummer party every day and mend our bones in the hot mineral springs where aches and pains melt like the orange creamsicle sun behind the mountains, and coyotes preen their pipes in a moonlight serenade, and Pico reminds us to heed all the dangers. Pico, can you say, live long and prosper? Thank you so much for joining us at Living in Beauty. If you like this post and want to be notified when a new one is released, please enter your email address and click the follow button at the bottom of this page. For more info, check out our travel maps and facts. Okay, that's it for now. Happy 2020, safe travels, and see you next time.